I want to thank all of you for working really hard and quickly doing your caucus. You took care of business, and I really do appreciate that. Before we move into taking care of the caucus business, I would like to call on Cullen Bryant, State Legislative Committee Chair, to go over our priority policies. Cullen, are you ready? All right. They on page 127.
Right. 127. This is our proposed priority policy statements. Now, it doesn't mean that this is all we got to can address. That just means this is our priorities for this coming year. Now, I'll read through it for you. South Carolina is one of the fastest growing states in the nation. This creates many great opportunities, but also many challenges. We want to protect all South Carolinians' right to grow by having mindful and strategic growth and development within our state. Agribusiness is the backbone of South Carolina economy, and unbridled expansion into the rural areas that is a threat to all. As pastures get turned into paved lots, water runoff will become more of an issue, and the areas where there's devastating floods and communities will worsen. Rapid residential development without the infrastructure in place will cause traffic congestion. The inability of farm equipment to move around as needed, and a strain on local services like the police department and hospitals. To continue to feed and clothe the nation, we must protect our farmland and farm operations. To maintain the beauty of South Carolina and our abundant natural resources, we must protect our farmland and farm operations. To continue to thrive as a nation and be self-sufficient, we must protect farmland and farm operations. With the nation's supply chain being tremendously impacted due to the global pandemic, we urge the General Assembly to raise truck weight limits to 90,000 pounds and maintain current sales tax exemptions.
Thank you, Cullen. You place that as a motion?
I do, sir. Thank you.
I have a motion to approval of the priority policies. Do I have a second? I do have a second. Are there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries. Thank you, Cullen.
Thank you.
I'll now call on Tim Donald to give a new credentials report.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Credentials Committee has duly met and reviewed the list of voting delegates as submitted by the county farm bureaus and found all the delegates to be qualified as voting members. At this time, we have 241 delegates have registered and been certified. Based on the total voting member received for 2021, the delegate body could reach 268.
Thank you, Tim. Move to accept the Credentials Committee report. So moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries. I would now like to call on Donnie Wakefield to give the nominating committee report. And before I open that microphone up, I want to say, Donnie, how proud we are all to have you back in the number. I know you have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations since you had your little run-in a grain elevator, but we have all been thinking about you and praying about you, and I know it's been an ordeal, but we are very happy to see you back out. So welcome back.
President, thank you very much. Thanks for all the Farm Bureau. I was telling Harry earlier, we got over 2,500 Get Well Soon cards, and there was well over 1,500 from Farm Bureau members. To reiterate what Landy said the other night, we are a big family, and all of it is very much appreciated. Mr. President, the report of the nominating committee as of today, December the 4th, 2021, voting delegates, the nominating committee composed of myself as chair, Donnie Wakefield, Central District, Bob Yoder and Ms. Frances Price, Coastal District, William Brunson and Donnie Porth, PD, Charles Brigman, Michael Greer, and Piedmont District, John Irwin and Craig Brown. The committee nominated the president, one vice president, and 4 members to serve as voting delegates and alternates to the American Farm Bureau and Federation annual meeting to be held in Atlanta, Georgia on January 8th through 12th of 2022. Delegates and alternates were nominated as follows. Voting delegates, Harry Ott, William Coleman, Alan Beer, Jimmy Duncan, Wallace Todd, and Thomas Daly. Alternating voting delegates consist of myself, Donnie Wakefield, Jeb Wilson, Megan Barkley, Marcus Gerald, and Marilyn Easter. I move for their election.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I do have a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries.
As per Article 9 of the Constitution and bylaws, the following persons from each district have been nominated in caucus to serve as members of the nominating committee for 2022. Central District for a 2-year term, Malcolm O'Neill. Alternates for a 1-year term, first alternate will be John Fogel. Second alternate will be Cameron Ramsey. Coastal District for a 2-year term will be James Schuler. Alternates for a 1-year term, first alternate will be Margot Huggins. Second alternate will be Jeffrey Westbury. PD District will be Charles Brigman. Alternates for a 1-year term, first alternate will be Ryan Galloway. Second alternate will be Marion Huggins. The Piedmont District for a 2-year term will be Chris Lemaster. Alternates for a 1-year term will be Tim Hendricks, and Paul Wilkie will be second alternate. I move for their election.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I do have a second. Do I have any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. All opposed, that motion carries.
As per policy adopted by the voting delegates and recorded in the minute book on December 7, 1991, the following persons have been nominated in caucus to serve on the South Carolina Farm Bureau National Legislative Committee for a 2-year term or to fill a 1-year term unexpired. Central District, Charles Wingard. Coastal District, Landy Weathers. Both of those are for a 1-year term. PD District, Keith Allen for a 2-year term. Piedmont District, Kevin Satterwright for a 2-year term. I move their election.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I do have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries.
I have a list of nominees for the state board and alternates as submitted by county farm bureaus. Unless the delegates wish their names read individually, I move their election as a group.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries.
As per Article 9, Section 5 of the Federation bylaws, the following person filled and qualified for the elective office of Vice President of the Coastal District. Therefore, the nominating committee, with consent of the Coastal District Caucus, places before you the name of Wesley Ulmer for a 4-year term to the office of the Coastal District Vice President. I move his election.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I do have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries.
As per Article 9, Section 5 of the Federation bylaws, the following person field qualified for the elective office of Vice President of the PD District. Therefore, the nominating committee will, with the consent of the PD District Caucus, places before you the name of Raleigh Ward for a 4-year term to the office of Vice President of the PD District. I move his election.
Do I have a second? I do. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries.
Election of President. As per Article 5, Section 5 of the Federation bylaws, the following person filled and qualified for the elective office of President. Therefore, the nominating committee places before you the name of Harry Ott for a 2-year term to the office of President of South Carolina Farm Bureau. I move his election.
Is there a second? All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. I show Harry Ott reelected.
Thank you very much. At this point, I would like to give the newly elected vice presidents an opportunity to make some comments. Riley, you're not newly elected, but we're going to start with you if you would like to make some comments. We'll make it work.
Mr. President, I'd just like to thank everyone for the opportunity to serve. It's been a part of my life for a long time, Farm Bureau has, and it's great to be a member of the Farm Bureau family. I would like to encourage everyone to be an active member of Farm Bureau, because what we do is very important to our farming operations and our communities. Thank you.
Thank you. Wesley Ulmer, our newly elected vice president from the Coastal District. Would you like to make some comments?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we are.
Like the politician said the other night, the 4 B's: be seen, be brief. Thank you. What a humbling experience. And now that I'm up here talking, I can't remember the third B. Be seen, be brief, be short. And the last one, be gone. Thank you.
Thank you, Wesley. Congratulations. I look forward to serving with Wesley as a newly elected member of the Executive Committee and all of the other members of this wonderful organization. I, too, want to say thank you for giving Linda and I the opportunity to work and represent this wonderful organization. I have always loved and enjoyed Farm Bureau, but probably over the last 6 years, I guess I have come to love it even more. It fills a place in my heart. I've always been on the farm all my life, and it gives me the opportunity to wake up every day and advocate for farms and farm families. And I thank you for this opportunity, and I will give you my word that we will wake up every day and do our very best to represent Farm Bureau and agriculture in a positive way. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me just ask one question before I. Do we have to do a state board committee? Or they just write that by whichever and that other?
Yeah, that's in a different section.
Different section, okay. We are getting ready to adjourn the annual meeting. I want to make sure if you are on the state board or if you are going to be one of the new state board members, please congregate right around because we do have to have a state board meeting. It will probably take about 30 minutes, and then we would be able to let you go. Then we are going to ask the executive committee to stay and take care of the affiliated companies. And then when the executive committee is finished, we have to have a financial services committee. So if you're on the financial services, you're going to be last up to bat. but please hang around so that we don't have to come looking for you when we get to you. Is there any other business that needs to come? Yes, sir. William? Okay. Hold on, Bob. Let William do, and then I'm going to get to you.
You go ahead.
William Coleman, Fairfield County. Harry, I think we'd be remiss if we adjourned this meeting and left from here without giving a sincere thanks to the staff for all they did for last year's virtual meeting, for the meetings that we've had virtually throughout this COVID mess, so to speak, and also for the great job they did for this meeting here this weekend. I want to say thank you for your leadership, and please pass that on to the staff that's not here today and let them know we're certainly appreciated. And I'd like to ask for a round of applause for all they've done.
Thank you,
the past 2
William.
years.
I would like to just kind of piggyback on that. We have a great staff that works at Farm Bureau. They are dedicated, and even through the worst of times during COVID, sometimes I had to tell them to not come into the office because a lot of them just wanted to be there and get the job done. So know that your Farm Bureau staff are very committed, and William, thank you for making sure we recognize their hard work. Bob?
I don't know where I missed this or not, but we had a sheet here on our tables about the loan deficiency payment. Were we supposed to take that up here? Have we already done that?
Yes.
Okay.
We did that.
No problem.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Could we look at the soybean feed grain committee section and 5 on it?
We've already done all that, haven't we? I'm sorry, we have already approved all the policies and those sections are closed. You can ask for a motion to take a 2/3 vote to reopen it if you want to.
Did we close it?
Did we what?
Did we vote to close it?
Yes, sir, we have already voted and approved the policies. That section was done before we broke to go into caucus.
I don't remember you asking. I'd just like for you to explain some part of it.
I'm not going to open up the policy discussion again, I'm sorry. It's closed. Any other business? Hearing none, the annual meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much. Travel safely. Be safe. Really? The same guy?